Hello, Tracy Graham with Keller Williams First Real Estate, your local real estate expert, and welcome to Tuesdays with Tracy. Today, I am so excited to say we have Jon Short, owner of Jon's Home Solutions. How are you this morning, Jon?
Doing good, you?
Good, thanks. Thank you so much for joining us today. So Jon, you do your business is a handyman solutions service. What did you do before you were a handyman?
I worked IT support. I did level 1 help desk up to network incident management, network outages. I did that with Northrop Grumman for 14 years. Worked on 14 different accounts and many facets of IT support. We did remote support. Then I left there. They closed shop, and then I went to at the time it was Reckitt Benckiser Pharmaceutical up in Fort Collins, and it was a it was a desktop support, and then it eventually turned into site IT support, network upgrades, what have you. I did that for 4.5 years.
Wow.
And then in that time, I did network support, validated systems for lab equipment, for FDA, pharmaceutical drugs, and which Reckitt Benckiser became Indivior Pharmaceutical. Long story short, I left there and went to Agilent, and I worked at their nucleic acids division with Agilent in Boulder and Frederick, and learned that pharma corporate environment was not a fit for me. So I had dabbled in handyman, and I wanted to prior years, and I wanted to start a business, but never jumped off the cliff. Jumped in the water feet first. And when I quit Agilent, I gave my 2 weeks and left. I decided to start handyman business, and that's been September will be 2 years.
September. And you are a veteran, correct?
Yes. And prior to Northrop Grumman, I was in the Army for 6 years, 9 months active, and I did some reserve time too.
Well, thank you so much for your service, Jon. So just out of curiosity, are you licensed?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have a license with Frederick and Firestone, which is there's reciprocity with that licensing to outlying towns, and also to include Weld County. A lot of stuff I do doesn't need a permit. So you don't have to, if I had to draw permits with Longmont or Boulder, I would have to go there and get licensed. Right. That's basically a fee. They license you, they verify your general liability insurance and make sure it's up to their level of what they need to be able to do work in their town. Just to verify that you're legit. You're not some unlicensed individual doing repairs or remodels without a license.
So just out of curiosity, that brings up a question. The liability coverage, is it pretty much the same across the board, or does that vary?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same across the board. I think there's a set level that you're supposed to have. That's, I don't know if it's IRC code, but I know with each town, it's a standard. Like if you go into commercial, you have to carry $2 and $3 million insurance. And if you carry plumbing, it's just a general liability, and you have to show a license card that you're a licensed electrician, plumber, or HVAC. Because when you start getting into that realm, you need specific training for those trades.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks for asking that. I didn't know that answer, so thank you. So out of curiosity, I know you've done a lot of work for me and my husband, Mike, personally, and also for several of my clients, but tell everyone about what sort of work you do.
I basically do everything that doesn't need a permit. I do exterior, interior. I don't do carpet. Tile, if it's a small area, but I leave that for the tile guys because they're much faster and much more efficient than I am. But everything else, kitchen cabinets, a kitchen, a bathroom, replacing a faucet or replacing a wax ring or replacing a toilet, I can do. Changing out a vanity if they want to upgrade their vanity. caulking, caulking in a shower, regrouting. If I can fix tiles in showers, I do that.
Mhm.
Basically resetting it, cleaning out the old grout and resetting it into place it's level. I do trim, I do baseboard, door trim, um, kitchen cabinets, build shelves, custom built shelves,
Hmm.
MDF or whatever the client would like. I do go into exterior. I do, caulking. I do, you get trim rod around your windows or fascia or soffits. I replace that, can replace it. Or if the customer wants a patch piece put in, I'll just, go back past that piece on the fascia, on the soffit fascia and just, piece in and then caulk the edge. I don't do roofs. What else?
Well, you've definitely done, oh,
Drywall repair. I do drywall repair.
you are
I
good at drywall repair too. That's
Yeah,
a
I
skill.
got pretty good at it. I did, for example, I did one client who's in the BNI group. I did his, and it was a half a sheet of drywall repair, and I did it in 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And that's texturing.
Wow, that's great.
So I got really streamlined with that. I do rough finish, rough framing in basements. I do that. I do drywall, full drywall jobs. I drywall garages. I do insulation. Um,
You built some garden beds, I know.
oh yeah, that's easy work.
Right.
Anybody with a circular saw, and some screws and nails, and some good boards can do that. But I put a little more finish to it.
Mhm.
I fix sprinkler systems. Existing. I don't dig new lines or anything like that. I just fix what's in place.
Right.
It's more
Nice.
convenience service.
Mhm.
A backflow preventer. I probably replace at least anywhere from 5 to 6 of them in the first month of spring. Or
Right.
gutter valves, sprinkler heads, drip systems. I do drip systems. I will add those to a system if need be. But other than that, I do a little bit of everything.
Yes, you do, and you do it all very well. I can
That's
personally
right. That's right.
attest. And then in the wintertime, you have another service. Tell us about that.
I do residential snow removal. I have
Mhm.
a ATV with a plow on it, and I also have a medium-sized snow thrower that I use. If it's 4 or 5 inches or less.
Mhm.
If need be, I have access to a I forget what it is. It's a larger snow blower for deeper snow,
Right.
heavier snow.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do snow removal. I have a little bit of everything. A tinker,
Well,
if you want to call it.
well, for all my real estate friends out there, John's the guy you need to call in the winter when you have a listing and it's vacant and you need snow removed. So John Short, John with Jon Home Solutions, just an FYI, make note of that. Um,
Thank you,
so
Tracy.
you absolutely, John. So tell us about how you charge. Is it hourly or per project?
If it's like a bunch of little 10-15 minute jobs, I'll charge 50 an hour is my starting line. Um, but regular projects, I bid them out like a tradesman would.
Mhm.
So it's one price, materials and labor in one shot.
Nice, nice. Well, he's worth every minute. I mean, he is just from a personal basis, he is timely, he is professional, he does what he says. Just he's all around a great guy. And he's a veteran. So let's send him some business. Um,
Thanks,
so,
Tracy.
John, why don't you share with everybody what territories you work?
Basically, I do everything 88th north of Denver, 88th Ave, all the way up to Fort Collins. Granted, if it's outside of Frederick Firestone, I do charge a little more for the drive time,
Mhm.
especially up to Fort Collins or more South Westminster area, Lafayette. I charge a little bit. Usually I charge with the, I forget what it is, the per mile per diem, I guess, so much per
Right.
mile.
Mhm.
I don't charge an exorbitant amount, enough to cover a little wear and tear on the vehicles and and gas. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Well, and that's total standard procedure. That's nothing, unexpected.
Yeah.
So John mentioned something that I want to share with you all. So he mentioned that we are both in a B&I group. So B&I stands for Business Networking International. Our group is called Triumph. And we are getting ready to go back and meet in person. Yay! So we actually formed our group June 30th, and it has been on Zoom since then. So we're super excited to be able to go back. We are actually a $2 million chapter now. And if any business owners are interested, we are based out of the Carbon Valley. Please feel free to reach out and give me a call so we could have you come and visit and check it out, because we're definitely looking for businesses to grow our group. And it is a business category exclusive leads group. So just, John, since you brought that up, I figured that was a good opportunity to share that.
Just a little testimonial for BNI. I would say at least 75 to 80% of my business is through BNI referrals. Just food for thought for people who are interested. It definitely helped me quite a bit.
And I love BNI for so many reasons. As a real estate agent, I have clients that have all sorts of needs across the board. And no matter what it is, I have someone within the group that can help them. And I know that they're trustworthy and professional, and they're in great hands.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's having a network that people you trust, and not just somebody you met at Home Depot or wherever that you don't know. These people, you deal with them on a weekly basis at meetings, and you learn about their life, and it's a good network.
Right. Yes, I agree. It's really quite priceless, in my opinion. Well, John, why don't you share with everyone how you can be reached? Share your contact info.
I have my main line. I don't have a home phone. I have my personal cell phone and business phone. It's 720-352-9512. And I also have a Jon's Home Solutions website, which you can also reach out to me on that. It has a request for work done, and that'll go right to my home inbox. And I also have an email address, which is info@Jon's Home Solutions. It's JONSHOMESSOLUTIONS.com. And I can be reached through that as well. But mainly, if you text me on my phone, I'll respond quicker than my email.
Right.
And I also have a Facebook page.
Yes, perfect. Well, I encourage all of you, if you have any little honeydews that you don't have time for, or maybe it's just something you don't like to do, John does a great job, and I highly encourage you to give him a call. John, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're most welcome. Thank you for the interview, Tracy.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, take care. See you Tuesday, John.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.